Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the inaugural 2023 GIWL Draft. The captains are all here and some of the prospects. Some nasty weather. Not everyone could make it out here. It's kind of hard to get 16 people together at one time. As you can see behind us, but we'll also put the graphics on screen of the draft order and the player in their projected orders up here as well. You've seen them on our Instagram. Go follow that, by the way, if you aren't already. All right, there's not much else to say, so let's just get to the first overall pick. The Aces, Torn. You've been on the clock for what?
Couple months. Yeah.
What are you looking to take here? It seems pretty obvious. But...
Well, I think it seems pretty obvious. I mean, he's not wearing my ideal type of clothing. I think there's some other college better than that, but I mean, it is what it is, and I'm excited to have him on the team.
All right, not much to analyze. Let's get to the first pick.
With the first overall pick in the 2023 GIWL inaugural draft, Aces Wiffle Ball selects from the Section 6 Spartans, Nathan Harrington.
Yeah!
Pleasure.
And there it is, folks. All the rumors and speculation come to a screeching halt as the Aces take projected pick Nate Harrington first overall. He has all the intangibles to be a top player in this league very early on, with nice pop on his bat, good fielding skills, leadership skills, and is developing a nice arsenal with natural arm strength. And despite recent performances in preseason, Torn and many others in the league, including myself, believe Harrington is that guy and can instantly front run for Rookie of the Year and put his team in World Series contention. Aces hit with the first overall pick and get their franchise guy.
All right, Nate. It was kind of expected you were going number one, but how are you feeling right now?
Feels amazing.
What can the Aces, the fans that don't exist yet, what can they expect from you?
Winning.
Winning. All right. Now, the Fisher Cats, my team, is on the clock. With this pick, I mean, I've made it pretty obvious again who I'm taking. These couple first-round picks are kind of pretty self-explanatory here. Just looking for a guy that can, complement my skill set and hopefully bring us to a championship. But let's get to the pick. With the second pick in the inaugural 2023 GIWL Draft, the Fisher Cats will be selecting Lucas Batesold, utility player.
Yo.
What's up?
All right. Well, I just wanted to let you know that with the second pick, as you probably expected, you're officially a Fisher Cat, dude.
Nice.
So obviously we'll just continue practicing how we have been, and I'll try to get the rest of the draft how we planned out. But yeah, I got you as I was supposed to with the second pick. So congratulations.
Thank you.
All right.
Good.
Yeah. We'll see you at the next practice.
Okay.
All right.
See ya.
Bye.
Another no-brainer here as my Fisher Cats take Lucas Batesold at second overall. A great player with a lot of baseball and wiffle experience, athleticism, and plays a huge role in the team chemistry, as I've known the kid since kindergarten and played baseball with him for years. He's developing an arsenal to be my go-to second arm on the mound, and possesses an extremely keen eye at the plate, probably the best in the league. He's also very committed to the game, as he has even had his mom get permission for us to use the gym you've seen us in for practices and preseason games. He complements my skill set well, and puts us in a great spot to be a dynasty level dynamic duo, as I look forward to being World Series contenders with him by my side.
So this pick was pretty much projected. We all knew about it. I mean, Brandon, what are your thoughts on this pick?
I mean, it's just a guy I'm looking to compliment me, second arm in game with the recently added, against my will, pitching limit in series of 6 innings, not counting extras, so I'm going to need a second arm. And he's a guy, I've known the kid since kindergarten, so the team chemistry helps. All right, with that, the Nighthawks are now on the clock for the first time. What do you think Ianco's looking for with this pick?
I mean, he's definitely looking for a power bat, but he's also got to make sure he's got some guys that can pitch for him. I mean, especially with this new pitch limit. I mean, there's only a certain amount of pitchers you can have, and I mean, just looking for someone that can close out games and especially like pitch late into those big time games.
Absolutely, especially because he's probably the most inexperienced pitcher out of the captains. He definitely needs a solid role player guy, but also a guy who can, really be committed. As we get later down in the draft, the player base attendance is a huge thing to keep your roster up, and not wanting to call in any fill-in players. So I hope he just goes with the right pick here, because we always want the league to be competitive. But let's get to the pick.
Third pick in the 2023 GIWL draft, the Nighthawks select Landon Gadano, Grand Island High School.
Yeah!
Landon,
Yo, what's up?
I said I want to be the first one to tell you you're a Nighthawk.
Yes, sir, baby.
Yes, sir.
We're locking that shit in.
Yes, sir. All right. Congratulations.
All right.
Great pick from Aiden Ianco here as the Nighthawks elect to draft Landon Guadagno, a huge power bat, a lot of baseball experience and wiffle ball experience in Torn's backyard. He's no stranger to a lot of the pitchers and hitters in this league. He can easily develop an arsenal as well to be the second arm, as he has a lot of natural arm strength. And it kind of leaves the window open and a big question mark for who the opening day starter will be between Aiden Ianco and Landon Guadagno in a tough opening series against the Fisher Cats. Neither of them have really developed a starting caliber arsenal yet, but both have the potential to do just that. It's up to both of them and the rest of the team to put in the work, but in terms of hitting, they easily have the best hitting duo in the league by a wide margin. Pitcher's worst nightmare on the Nighthawks.
Kind of another expected pick there, but it's a really solid one. I think that's a guy that can help their team. But this is where the draft starts to get a little foggy, I think. A lot of guys and, this back-to-back pick here is kind of huge. There's a lot of options the Bandits can go. And then from there, a lot is affected, I think, from certain draft plans. This, in the later rounds, is where I think we may be able to see some trades.
Yep.
But let's bring the Bandits onto the clock for their fourth pick.
With the fourth pick of the draft, I select John Hassan.
Yes, sir! Get that cowboy hat!
Damn.
We need that flick. All right, you got the Bandit look going, John. What do you got to say to Bandits future players and fans? And what do you think the team should expect?
Yeah, I bring a lot to the table. I can do a lot for you. Fielding, you know what I'm saying? I'm good at catching those balls like that you did. And there were 3 picks made before me, and they were all mistakes. And I'm going to show you guys in the bat that I should have gone first. Thank you.
All right.
Great pick from Jack Roth as the first player he's taking to join the Bandits franchise is John Hassan, a guy who, in my opinion, fits the Bandits' needs more than any other player in the league. He offers great leadership and team chemistry, a guy you really want around your franchise. He's also an all-around raw talent that can really develop into any type of player Jack Roth decides to use him as. Again, it's important for them to put in the work and really develop both before and during the season, but I really think with that and a pick right after this, we could see a pretty dangerous big 3 coming out of the Bandits locker room this season.
All right, that was probably the last predictable pick, maybe. I mean, from here, Jack's back-to-back, but I think this is where the draft gets interesting. It's not the most talented players, but it's the most, foggy part of the draft, which I think provides the most entertainment for all you guys watching over here, and the captains, because we don't know what to expect, but what did you think of that pick? What do you think John can offer to the team? I think it's a good pairing with him and Jack.
Oh, easily. I mean, great morale boost for the team.
Absolutely.
Brings a big bat. I mean, I'm expecting a lot out of him, but especially coming up with these new draft picks, I mean, there's a lot that could happen.
Yeah, and I think here he's just going to look for someone to contrast with the talent he just took.
Easily.
John's a big power bat. Hopefully he can get a second arm guy. If he wants to develop John too, that's okay. That's a really deadly pitching trio. But let's bring Jack back up to the podium for the 5th pick.
The 5th pick in the 2023 inaugural GIWL draft, the Bandits select Nick Galligan!
Yeah!
Yeah!
Before I mentioned, Bandits had big 3 potential, and they have just reached that potential with selecting Nick Galligan 5th overall with the first pick of the 2nd round. Nick's a double lefty, great athlete, and can bring a lot to the table. The window is wide open for how Jack Roth wants to place cards this season in terms of who he uses as more of a utility and more of an outfielder. But there's 3 legitimate contenders to be an ace pitcher on this team, They just really need to be developed, and I believe Jack Roth can put in that work, develop the talent, and contend for the World Series with this big three.
All right, with Nick Galligan off the board, I don't know much about him. Is there?
I mean, he's a lefty-lefty combo. I mean, probably one of the deadliest combos you can have in wiffle ball. I mean, especially facing a lefty pitcher. You don't see many of those. Coming with this, I mean, it's going to be a very dangerous time for the Bandits team. I mean, expecting a lot out of him. He can pitch well, hit well. I mean, it's going to be a tough time against the Bandits.
I mean, that's two huge second-round options for them, and they can all hit. But with the Nighthawks back on the clock, I think this is a pretty solid set-in-stone pick.
Yeah.
I mean, the captain, Ianco, did bring this prospect into the league, brought it to his attention. So let's just bring him up for the 6th pick.
In the 2023 GIWL Draft, the Nighthawks select John Martinez, Kenmore West High School.
Yes, sir! Very favorable pick here from the Nighthawks as they take John Martinez with the 6th overall pick, a guy that I couldn't really see landed anywhere else. Whether it was the 3rd, 6th, or 11th pick, I saw him going orange either way. This is very good for the team morale and locker room environment as him and Ianco have been nothing but close recently. And he's also a star athlete, raw talent, can be developed very easily, a lot of baseball experience. The only concern may be attendance, but Ianco seems to have that covered as he's brought in another big bat, and the pitching remains a question mark for this team. But hopefully Aiden Ianco can put in the work and put the Nighthawks in contention with this very star-studded roster.
All right, I mean, that was a pretty good pick. I think they're going to contrast well. That chemistry is there for sure. They're buddies, and you brought them into this league. But now I am on the clock for the 7th pick, and I think this is another self-explanatory one. He's made appearances. I've practiced with him a lot. You'll probably see him in shorts videos in the future in the gym with me, but let's just get right to the pick. With the 7th pick in the 2023 GIWL Draft, the Fisher Cats are proud to select Michael Gulia, outfielder out of Kenmore West High School. Yo, you enjoying your vacation right now?
Yeah.
All right, I'm
Making it first right now.
yeah, I'm first to tell you, I
Yeah.
got you with the 7th overall pick in the draft, and you're officially a Fisher Cat.
Let's go.
So I locked in Lucas, I locked in you, and now we just look to see who's available for our other pick. So I'll keep you updated.
How's the draft right now like?
It's going just as planned. I'll keep you guys updated on any surprises. I think there might be some trades coming up, but you know, obviously we'll continue practice as usual, and looking forward to a good season. So World Series, can you confirm? You're on video. Can you confirm a World Series?
I can confirm a World Series.
All right, strong words. I like it. All right, I'll talk to you later.
There you have it, folks. My Fisher Cats have selected Michael Gulia with the 7th overall pick. A guy who I could describe with one word as commitment. He's very passionate about the game ever since he found out that he was going to be playing in this league. And he's a guy that I've wanted to draft since I recruited him into the player pool, as commitment is something I prioritize when getting my players. I trust I can develop just about anyone into their ceiling of a player. So that commitment and attendance is something you can't really teach as much. So I like to have that there to start. He's once again been practicing with us. The people that I've projected to be on my team, I've already been getting into the gym. He's a double lefty as well, so really dangerous on both sides if he can develop. He's already learning some nice pitches, including a lefty screw that can absolutely freeze a righty. It's deadly. And yeah, really happy with how my Fisher Cats have been drafted so far.
I think that was the last of the predictable picks. I've probably said that multiple times here, but I mean, you've seen him with me in preseason action. He's showing signs. I think I can develop him. He's committed to the league, which is the #1 thing I was looking for in all players, because I'd rather take someone that wants to be there than just the best talent. But I do think Mike has the talent. He has baseball experience, and he's teachable, which means I can really develop him as a player. With the 8th pick here, the Aces start one of their back-to-back picks. What are you looking for?
Looking for a guy who can hit the ball well and run the bases pretty quickly. I mean, speed is going to be a big asset to our team, and I mean...
It's not you.
But I mean, looking for some fun team we can enjoy spending time with. I mean, hopefully looking for the best.
Yeah, talent's starting to get scarce, but they seem to got their guy, so let's get to the pick.
With the 8th overall pick in the GIWL Wiffle draft, the Aces select Brady Hillman, outfielder, Grand Island High School.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of this round-off pick here for the Aces, as Brady Hillman is heading there with the 8th overall pick, last pick of the second round. You know, he's a guy probably won't see the mound too much in his rookie season, barring any unforeseen development, but he's a very dangerous guy at the plate in terms of contact hitting, but his biggest factor of his game is his speed. He's the fastest player in the league. He's always keeping fielders and pitchers on their toes in terms of how many bases he's going to try to stretch with even the smallest of hits. So you never really know what's coming there, and it's a great round-off for the rest of the talent of the Aces, as they now have back-to-back pick and can take really who they think is the best available talent and best available player that fits their scheme, as they just look to contend for the World Series as many thought they would, especially with the power of that #1 pick.
Alright, I mean, you can't really think speed and not consider Brady Hillman there. I think that was a great pick for you guys with the depth. Going from 1 and then not picking again until 8 can be tough, but the 9th pick here back-to-back is looking to kind of round your team off. Who are you looking to get?
Well, I'm definitely looking for a guy that can bring up the team. I mean, he's probably, this guy who I'm planning on taking, probably one of the funniest guys in the league. I mean, hit the ball well, hopefully pitch well. I mean, looking forward to spending some more time with them through this summer.
Alright, let's bring the Aces onto the clock once again.
With the 9th pick in the GIWL draft, the Aces are proud to select Cooper O'Leary, utility out of Grand Island High School.
Here to start off the third round with the 9th overall pick, the Aces have taken Cooper O'Leary, a pick that Torrin Roth loves, and I tend to agree. This is a great pick for them. He's already acquainted with Torrin and Brady Hillman and is a great guy for team morale. Not too much is known about him as a player, but Torrin Roth has claimed to not sleep on him in terms of, you know, helping them contend for the World Series. Not too big of a role to fill on this Aces roster already, but they've definitely hit in this draft. I think they've done a really good job drafting here and should definitely contend for the World Series. Watch out for the Aces this year.
That was a pick that had me stressed out a lot, considering I was the next one, but you took the right guy for me. What are your thoughts on Cooper there?
Well,
I don't know much about him.
Definitely a funny guy. I mean, love spending time with him throughout the summer, and just even in school, seeing him just brings a smile to your face.
Alright, with that though, the Fisher Cats are on the clock for their last pick here. I'm just looking for a guy who wants to be here and can round out the talent. There's a concern with Michael Gulia. Could miss up to a month with a out-of-country vacation during the summer. So I have to look for a guy that can fill the role as long as he be gone if he is gone for over a month. Just really looking for a guy he's personally reached out to me with interest on being on the team, and I actually haven't seen him play yet, but I want to take him because I think I can develop him, and let's just get to the pick. With the 10th pick in the 2023 GIWL draft, the Fisher Cats are proud to select Matthew Hooten, outfielder out of Kenmore West High School.
Hello?
I just wanted to let you be the first to know, you're on camera here, that with the 10th pick, the Fisher Cats have officially drafted you in the GIWL draft.
Wow, it is a great honor. I'm crying right now.
All right, what can we expect from you this season?
I'm a big hitter. I'm about to hit some
Big noobs?
something sexy.
All right, we need that on the team. All right, I'll talk with you details about practices and stuff, but thanks, Matt.
We're going to have to...
Oh yeah, of course. Thank you.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, do I have a pick here for you. 10th overall, my Fisher Cats end the draft night by taking Matthew Hooten, another utility player, our third one. I think about anybody on this team can pitch here, and I may sound biased, but I think I've just gotten the steal of the draft. Matthew Hooten was a prospect recruited to the league by Aiden Ianco, and many thought he would go to the Nighthawks. But Matt reached out to me pretty quickly when joining the league, and I saw the commitment was there. He seems really passionate about playing, and I just knew I couldn't pass up on that. I was even considering trading up for him if it came down to it, but luckily he was not on the Aces draft board, so I was able to take him by staying put. I think he really rounds off the team. You know, he takes daddy hacks, hits bombs, and can really develop into a nice pitcher as well. My second arm spot is completely up in the air. A lot of guys are going to contend for it. A lot of guys are going to see the mound. If not everyone on my team at some point will probably see the mound this year, as I think I've just drafted one of, if not the most well-rounded team in this league.
All right, with that, the Nighthawks are on the clock with their last pick, the 11th overall pick. What do you think they need here to round out the team? Obviously, it's slim pickings, but
I'm sure he's looking for a guy he can communicate well with. I mean, I'm sure whoever he gets taken or takes him, I think they're looking for someone he can listen to and then hopefully provide them with a good trip to the playoffs.
yeah, I mean, for us, I think this pick's pretty obvious. Probably won't be much for the people watching at home, but let's get to the pick.
The 2023 GIWL Draft. The Nighthawks select Joe Casari from Rice High School.
Yes, sir.
That's how we do it.
As we're headed to the bottom of the barrel of the pool here, the Nighthawks with only two options elect to go with Joe Casari, mainly due to the fact that Logan Flynn would not fit in the scheme as he would with the Bandits, versus Joe Casari having a chance to at least have some sort of impact on the team. Not an extremely raw talent here, as that's what you get with some of these bottom guys. Potential's there, and I'm sure the attendance is going to be fine, but this is really a mentor pick at this point, and just a guy that, you know, can show up to the field whenever he's needed by the Nighthawks. But a great pick nonetheless.
All right, I don't know how this freak got here, but we're here with the Mr. Irrelevant pick, who there is no other choice of who they can take. That's kind of the issue with a full draft pool there, but of just the same amount of people as picks. But I mean, you know, this is the guy that has team chemistry with Jack. There's not much to analyze. Let's just skip to the pick.
With the last pick of the draft, I select Logan Flynn.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Irrelevant.
I'm here with the last pick in the inaugural draft, Logan Flynn. Logan, what are you looking to provide for this well-rounded team already?
Just don't suck.
Just don't suck. That's a pretty good philosophy. Are you're obviously friends with Jack here? What does that mean to play with your buddy that brought you into this league?
It feels good.
All right, that's gonna do it for the draft, folks.
And obviously with this last pick, Logan Flynn is going to fall to the Bandits where he wanted to go. He's very acquainted with Jack Roth. He was recruited into this league, into the prospect pool by him. The Bandits don't need much as they've already got that big three. And I think Logan Flynn can mold decently well with the guys. His attendance seems there in case they ever need players for a series. Obviously everyone hits. I have no idea what his upside is, but Jack Roth seems pretty high on him just in terms of all cylinders here. And he's going to be great for the team, morale, and just really completes the team, as I think every team now has an honest chance to compete for the World Series. But that's going to conclude the 2023 GIWL Draft.
That's going to go ahead and do it for the inaugural 2023 GIWL Draft. The teams are finally set after a long wait, so you guys have a pretty good season to look forward to. The draft, it went according to plan, but I mean the teams are interesting as projected, so hopefully we can provide a good inaugural season for you guys. As always, be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications if you never want to miss a video, and comment down below any off-season content you guys want to see. As always, we'll see you in the next video. Take care.